everybody, welcome back to Bethenaeum. My name is Ellie Marie, and today we are going to talk about creating an inspirational space for you to write in. Alright, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about creating your own space, and that will include showing you a little bit of my writing space so that maybe you can get a feel of maybe some things that you need for your space to help inspire you and encourage you to enjoy your writing space. And just as a side note, I would like to introduce Corrick. Corrick is a character from one of my favorite internet comics, Plume, which I will link below, and that's not, I don't get any money or anything for that. I just happen to be wearing him today and figured I should probably introduce him. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I have 3 things to look for when looking at a writing space and how to create one that is unique for you that will help to inspire your writing process. So let's go ahead and go through these 3 things and look at my space as an example for some of those things. So the first thing is to look at location. And I know that that seems kind of obvious and kind of silly, but truth is that location can play a big part into whether or not your space works for you. If you need quiet time to write, make sure your space is far away from other parts of the house where family members may be active. Mine is in a separate room from where our TV is, from where my husband plays his video games. The only other thing that really happens in this room is that my husband has his music equipment in here, so sometimes he'll practice in here, but it's not really at the same time that I write. And so that works out really well because I am secluded away from the rest of the house and away from the rest of the family when I write, and that is beneficial to me. Now, not everybody needs that. Some people are just fine writing in their dining room, writing where the TV is, and that actually can help inspire them and stoke their creative flow, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I need to be a little bit in solitude in order to write. And so think about your location when you are setting up a personal writing space. All right, so we're going to be heading into my writing space now. I'm sorry if this isn't the best visual representation of it. I'm trying to use my web camera and it's not the best for hand filming, but as you can see, I have some of my lights for filming, and so you'll just have to ignore those. But that's part of it. That's part of my writing space. And here is my bookshelf that keeps some of my notebooks and some other stuff for easy access. And then you have Sammy Sloth over there in the corner who, this used to actually be an online teaching space for me, and I taught kids English. And so Sammy Sloth was my helper there, and now he just kind of lives here. But there's my calendar. All right, so this is my actual writing space, and you can see that we are now on the screen, which is kind of fun. The second part of setting up a personal writing space is functionality. And I know that that seems silly and it kind of goes along with the first one, and really it does, but your writing space needs to be functional. It can't solely be decorations and other things. You need to have those tools available to you within arm's reach that might hinder your writing process. So if you have notebooks that you have written in, if you have calendars that you need, if you're doing blog writing, make sure you have those there and make sure you have those present within your space so that you are capable of grabbing them and looking at them without needing to leave your space. Because when you move from one physical space to a next, your mind moves from one space to a next. And so if you change your physical space to go try to find something, your brain changes its mental space and it's harder to get back into writing. And so it's good to try to have your functionality items there and present and where you can grab them. My functional items of my workspace are going to be obviously my laptop and my headphones. And I use those obviously to write and to listen to music or to listen to audio when I'm editing. And then I've also got my notebook and my calendar and my pens over there, which are all within arm's reach. And then as far as functionality goes, I also have on this bookshelf here these little cubbies. And those are full of notes and calendar stuff for works that I am working on. So they're full of writing goodness that I can access anytime I need to. So that's all functionality. Now, the third and last thing to look for when creating a writing space is customization. and that is you don't want a writing space that doesn't feel like home for you. So make sure you have those things that make it feel like a custom space for you. Now, for some people, that might be a lot of custom stuff. It could be that they need a lot of things to make it feel like a creative space for them and like home for them. It could be that some people dabble in minimalism and that they don't need a lot of decorative things or extra things to make the space a creative space for them. So this is the part where you really customize the space to what you need and to your preferences, and to add in those things that will help you along in your creative process. For customization, I have a lot of artwork that either pertains to my works that I have worked on or just that I enjoy. I have some from one of my friends who does art. I've got this one here is from him, and then my Ninja Turtle up here, Raphael, is also from him, and I will again link below to his stuff so that you can look at it if you'd like. He's very talented. And then up here, this guy here is also kind of some line art from one of my works that I was working on last year for NaNoWriMo. And then this was a Christmas present from another friend that I have. It's me in cosplaying with one of my other friends. So those are pieces that mean something to me and that are important to me. And so I have them up where I can look at them just because they make the space feel a bit more like home for me. And I also have my candle because I don't know, I like candles. Smell has very strong mental ties. And so if you can use a smell that's similar every time you write, eventually your body will be conditioned to doing a certain thing when it smells a certain thing. And so I try to use the same candle every time I write, just, I don't know, superstition, I guess. So that's my writing space. As you can see, I have my lights and other stuff for filming, since that's what we're in the middle of doing. And I write in the same space that I film. It just is easiest for me. It's where all my stuff is. But obviously, if you're a YouTuber and a writer, it doesn't have to be that way for you. All right, and that's all that I have for you today, and hopefully you were able to find something to help inspire your creative writing space, and that you will be able to create a space that's just for you and that's suited to your writing style and your creative process, and that you can make an area that is a retreat for you in your writing. And once again, if you are still working on your Nano project, I would like to encourage you and to tell you to go after those words. You can do it. And this is the part where you stop looking at word count and you just write. You just write, and don't worry so much about the word count. Just push through writing your novel, write your plot, get it down there, and the words will come. And so I just want to encourage you in that and push you forward. Keep going, you can do it. Yay! And now I'd like to take a moment to ask you to subscribe if you enjoyed this video and if you are not already. And don't forget to ring that little bell so that you'll get notifications when I upload new videos, which is every Tuesday and Friday on a normal week. We have been running a touch askew the past couple of weeks, and next week will be even more interesting because I will be out of town for most of it. But we'll have an adventure, and I'm really excited for that. Stay tuned tomorrow, which is a Saturday, and I will be getting up a second journal entry thing for Nano. Even though I don't normally post on Saturdays, I am going to try to get that up tomorrow because I've only done one previously and we're over halfway through November. So, as always, thank you very much for your time and I appreciate you. Bye!